Hi everybody. Good morning. I'm going to do a walk and talk. It's supposed to be pretty cold today. It is December 4th, 2025. And today it's going to get down to 21 degrees, or at least it's supposed to. So, yeah, I put on double layers. I put on a sweater, and then I have my coat. And then, because underneath that, I just have a shirt dress that I got, I don't know, 15 years ago. And, you know, it's just so funny because I have so many clothes that are so old. They're so old. And I just never thought about them as being old until I started watching all this YouTube stuff on that. Like I just said, oh, these are my clothes. Like, new or old didn't really mean anything to me other than I had it for less time. So, yeah, I found that very strange that I start to think in those terms. And I'm telling myself, wow, I'm so proud of you, Zadia, because you managed to keep this piece of clothing together, or this item of clothing, for a long time and never gave in to giving it away, although I never was tempted. I bought this shirt dress from Express. I mean, obviously you're not seeing it because I didn't do a look of the day. But I think I bought it February on sale, winter sale, for, I don't know, $20, $25. You know, it was like clearance, final, get rid of everything sale. Anyway, yeah, speaking of fashion, I uploaded a YouTube short on this poncho coat that I purchased because I was influenced when I was watching Just Sweet Lou, which is a YouTuber I enjoy watching. She has very nice videos, and I really like her sense of style and fashion and kind of her vibe. But unfortunately, she's also a shopping channel at times. Not as much as Jacqueline, but she does have those, and I get it. Like, these YouTubers, they gotta make money, and this is how you make money, right? Especially if you're choosing this as your main job, which I think she is. So anyway, I bought it. It was expensive. It was $555, which is a lot for me for a coat, and that's with like a discount off her discount code. So now she gets money off of it, which perpetuates the cycle. But that was also the catalyst that got me to stop shopping. And not stop shopping per se, but just unsubscribe for all the influencers so that I limit my influence to shop, if that makes any sense. So anyway, yeah, so I bought this wool cashmere coat. You'll see it. It's reversible, and it's kind of like a poncho style. I showed it to my daughter yesterday, and she said it looked Japanese. And I was like, oh, actually, I think you're right. You know? So anyway, so I have it with different bags and different styles. So it's a coat that comes with a scarf, which I forgot to show in the unboxing. I didn't realize it was in the bottom. Sorry, where is it? There's a school bus. Oh my God, I couldn't see. And then, yeah, so I showed it different styles with the coat, with the scarf, and then different bags that could go with it. Just styling it, because this is the idea that I was thinking about when I bought it. And I felt it was too big. Even though Just Sweet Lou said to size down, I keep on thinking of myself as a medium. And I think now I'm a small. So I really should have gone with extra small instead of just small. I think it's fine. I don't think the difference will probably be all that much. But I wondered, you know, I kind of felt like at times, especially when I looked at myself in the mirror, it looked kind of big on me. But once I put on the scarf, I think it looks good. As the scarf is big and bulky and balances out the largeness of the coat. I took it to work yesterday just to see how it went. It was pretty good. It's a really solid winter coat for a poncho that's loose and flowy. Technically air can get in everywhere, but I really I really think it worked. I don't think it'll work at 20 degrees, you know, like yesterday was in the high 30s, which I think is fine. Today's gonna be 20, so I'm wearing my other Fabrique coat. And this one was a little less expensive. I think I only spent $4.50 on this one. So they've definitely upped their prices, which for me, I'm like, they're trying to get on this bandwagon of let's see how much we can charge people. And yeah, that unfortunately got me off their bandwagon. For now, I'm gonna look for maybe some sales. I don't know, in January. But first of all, I'm done with outerwear. Like, I don't need any more coats and jackets. Like, I'm not gonna have a closet full. Actually, Joe has a ton of outerwear. He has much more than I do, so I don't feel that bad. However, the point is that Sophia saw it. She thought it looked really good. In fact, she was like, can I wear that tomorrow? I have a meeting with GM Motors, which is what she's doing a project on right now for Pratt. And she finally, I think this is the grand finale where she's showing them her final project. So she actually looked at it and she's like, oh, I think that would look really nice. I think it looks good. Let me try it. And she's smaller than me by a lot. And when she put it on, it actually looked good on her. It didn't look like it was too big, is what I mean. And I was like, oh, okay, I think it's just from the perspective of the person wearing it, but it looks really big. I think it looks normal kind of outside of that. Please let me know if you watched the short, what you think about it. But the key is the scarf. If you're not wearing the scarf, it looks really unproportional to your body. So it really needs to go together as a unit. Okay, so that's something that's important to keep in mind when you're seeing me style this, is that I'm very careful to wear the scarf. Now, you also see a little pink tab, which is what you keep on until you decide to keep it, because otherwise you can return it. But once you take that tab off, no go, no more returning. And I actually cut it off yesterday after school. And I was like, oh, did I regret that? Should I have gotten with a small, extra small? But I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. Joe thinks it looks great on me. Sorry if I can't talk. Joe thinks it looks great on me, and Sophia tried it on and she wants to wear it and she really likes it. She thinks it looks stylish and professional for her. And so I feel like if they're really liking it, then it's really good, and I need to just get over whatever my mind is distorting with the size of the coat. So she's gonna wear it today, and I feel good for her. The only other thing is that yesterday my account went down to 0, my checking. I was like, oh shoot, it kind of auto transferred from my savings account, which I only have $330 in it because I use that to store the car insurance for Sophia. So I moved that over. It automatically transferred 200, which I was like, fine. And then this morning it was back down to 0. Like, what the hell? And then I physically transferred another $100. I only have $17 in that account, so I really need my extra income from work to come in, which it hasn't. I think that's another maybe 150. And I'm not sure if I got my child support payment, and I automatically take it out of my bank account when I get my check. So the first or the second of the month, automatically $500 gets deducted, and that's technically supposed to be the child support. However, I'm realizing that I might need to update that date because it doesn't always consistently come in the first couple of days. It might come like a week or so later, and that might be a problem. So the other money was, I Venmo'd $1,000 to Joe for my portion of the rent. I sent $1,000 to my Capital One, Venture One account, because that was a credit card and it was a lot. $1,400. The statement balance was $1,000, so that's what I sent them. I'm gonna try and pay off the other $400, sprinkling throughout the month because I want to get to 0. So I'm trying to pay off everything. So statement balance plus whatever I've been accruing. That should really curb my appetite for spending. I have some bags and some things I want I might only buy the cheapest item, which is like a pouch, a small little Chanel pouch. And because that's only $14. Chanel like, Chanel inspired, however you want to call it. Some Chanel inspired flats. I'm gonna pass through a construction zone. And yeah, that should be pretty much it. The rest is just gonna be Christmas shopping for this month. And I'm still looking for something for Joe. He's so hard to get because whatever he wants, he just buys it. He doesn't wait for anything. So he asked me for a bunch of Jersey Devils gear. So anyway, so those two things. Then of course I put money in Sophia's account. I took out $500 from my savings account. And yeah, that actually takes me over 3,100, actually 3,300. So I kind of overdid it. Didn't quite math it out. The math wasn't mathing, although I had some left over from last month. I walked into this month with $200 extra. So yeah, I don't know, I miscalculated somehow. Anyway, we'll see. But so far this week, I had 2 coverages. So when a teacher is absent, sometimes if it's last minute, they'll use another teacher. So they used me twice. That's $57 per hour. So I get paid for 45 minutes. They do it down to the minute, 41 minutes, whatever. Then yesterday I had math Olympiad, math team club after school. That one's a full hour. That's 3 hours. Today I'm gonna be grading my regents after school. I'm getting paid 1 hour. And then Saturday morning, that's 4. This is how I count. I know, it's so weird, right? And then Saturday morning, I'm gonna do another 4 hours of tutoring. So that's 8 hours in total. The average is about $50 an hour. So yeah, hopefully that's a good chunk. $350 or so, maybe for this first week, which is great. The next week, hopefully I bring in another 300. So if I'm lucky, I'm gonna bring home an extra 500 or so for the first half of this month. Second half is kind of lost because we've got, the holidays are coming up, but I might have more coverages because people tend to take off or call in or call out sick. So I might get more of those, so we'll see. But that's like, I never count on that exactly, but it's nice to know that there are certain things that are for sure. So the clubs are for sure up until obviously the week of the holiday or the day of, they'll cancel them. But there's gonna be some money in there. So the only thing is that next weekend I'm going to be going away Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to Kansas City for the funeral, which is Joe's grandfather on his mother's side. So I'm going to be losing those 2 days. I have vacation days, so that's fine. I don't think I'm even losing any after school stuff. And it needs to be done. I need to go, right? You got to support. It's my family now, right? So I'm happy to go. And yeah, so that's what's happening right now. Those are the things I'm thinking, and I'm kind of upset I'm at 0. Like, darn it. I want to make sure I don't get there. But at the same time, making sure I pay everything off. So it's a balance I have to keep. Anyway, I'm at school. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.